My name is Elisa. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make these ornaments using your Scan and Cut SDX225 and your roll feeder. Okay, here I am at the computer. I am bringing up the Brother Canvas Workspace desktop version. You can only use the desktop version with the roller feeder. I'm going to click off all these beautiful projects. And then over here on the side, it says when you put your cursor on the fun, it'll say a bubble will come up, it'll say words. That's the one you want. Sometimes this panel isn't here, and then to get to that panel, you have to click on the shapes button. So we're going to click on fun, and all of these letters, most of them are welded together. We're going to scroll down and we're going to find the word joy. Click on it. I'm going to grab the corner handle and I'm going to shrink it up and put it right inside one of those 1-inch boxes. I like it about that big for these ornaments. I'm going to pull it off the corner because I don't like it on the red dotted line. You might get an error. So, well, I hit that twice. Select it, you left click and select. So you want to put your cursor on it, and when you see the X, right click, duplicate, and then drag it off. If you want several, you can select 2 of them by left clicking, holding down, and dragging across both of them. Now make sure you can see your X, and then right click and duplicate. Now you have 4. And if you wanted 8, you could select all of them, and then you would have 8, and so on and so on. I'm going to scroll down. Oh wait, before I do that, I'm going to select all of these. You only have to do this with the first word, but I forgot to do it after I did the first word, so I selected all of them. On this, over here in the properties, it says cut under operation. If you hold the arrow, click the arrow on the side, it says cut and draw. You could draw this on a card, or you could cut it out with vinyl or cardstock. Make sure the cut is selected. And then we're going to go over to this little paper where it says artboard underneath it. When you put the arrow on it, click on that, and then go to artboard size. It says 12 by 12. We're going to scroll down and do rolled material. Okay? This has to be selected before you even transfer it. So I'm going to move my joys down inside the box. Okay. Now we're going to go over and select another one. We have Noel and peace. We'll do a Noel. And I want to shrink that down too. Grab the handle, left click, shrink it down. I think I'm just going to do one of those. I'm going to go over here and grab peace. I'm going to put that here. And I'm going to shrink that down as well. Right down into the 1-inch grid. I'm going to move it up too so we don't waste our vinyl. Now I want the year 2018. So we go over to the text icon, the T, click on that. And then put our cursor where we want to start typing and click. And then I'm going to type 2018. And then you have to click off it to select it. I want that a little bit smaller. Okay. And then make sure you can see the little arrow, cross arrow, and duplicate. So from here, it's always a good thing to save it, because if you don't, you won't have it. So I click Save As, and then find where I have a scan and cut file that I put things in. So I'm going to title this Christmas Words. Maybe I'll put 2018 after it too. And save. Now I want to transfer it to my machine via the internet wirelessly. So you go back up to File, and all the way to the bottom it says Transfer FCM file to Scan and Cut DX via USB. Uh-oh, no, we don't want that one. We want to do it wirelessly. If you don't have Wi-Fi, then you would use this one and use your USB cable plugged into your computer. But we're going to do the one above it. And we'll click on that, and it's processing. And green check mark means we will find it over in our Scan and Cut. Click OK. And now we'll move over to the Scan and Cut and find it. Here we are at the Scan and Cut SDX225. So it comes like this. You take the top off, and I'm going to turn it around this way. There are two hooks, one here and one here, and they are going to be hooked into these two holes on your door. And we're going to flip up the flaps, and we're going to turn our machine on. That will take a minute. You have to hold down your button, and it'll say brother, and then when it says Scan and Cut, touch the screen. There we go. Touch the screen, push OK. The carriage is going to move. Press OK again. Press your home button if you have something there. OK to delete, yes. Okay. From here, we're going to retrieve it from the internet. But first we have to click this arrow where it says Roll Feeder. Click that. Start Roll Feeder from the internet. And there it is. That is what we just made. From here we're going to select, cut, and we're going to go to the wrench and make sure that it is on half cut auto. I like it at a slow speed, so I select 1. Press OK, and it's ready to cut. You're going to unlock it by pushing this lever down. Then you're going to grab the gray knob and the black knob, and the black knob goes this way and the gray knob will turn to the back. Then push it down or slide it down until you feel it go into that first little crevice, and then lock it back on the opposite way. Push this back up to lock it down, and then there is a lip right here, and that goes on the front and it hooks over the bar. Just like that. Now, in the back of your tray, you have a cutter that comes off the back, and that looks like this. And it has a small oval and a big round hole in them. And you just clip it right on these two little pegs. Make sure that the cutter is in the right position, right side position. Now, I'm going to get my roller, my vinyl, I should say. I'm going to put it right inside here, push the lever, and make it snug, but not too snug. Sometimes the edge of this is not straight, so before you start, pick up your slicer, put it just over the little trough and against this guide. Put it back on, making sure that everything's lined up again. We're going to go from right to left and slice it to make sure that it is straight. You don't want it, if it isn't straight, it won't go in the, won't feed properly. So now we're going to feed it. Just push it up a little, up against the bar. Push the mat feeder and it's loaded. We're going to press start, and it's going to take 9 minutes. I want to remind you to put the black cutter blade in, not the gray one or the brown tan one. Put the black one in. See how quiet that is? Okay, it has finished. So we're going to click on finish, and rolled material moves to the trimmer position on the base attachment. Keep your hands away. Okay. Trim off the rolled material. So I'm going to put the cutter down with the smaller oval on the small peg and the bigger one on this side. Cut from right to left. Take the blade off, put it right back on the back of your roller feeder, and press OK. And then unload the material. Okay. Okay, I removed the cut end. We went to the back. So I guess you gotta grab it from the back. Okay. Okay, so it's cut. It's hard for you to see, but it's cut. And I'm going to disassemble this. Push OK. So we're going to pull back again on this lever. Take the roll out. Push the flaps down. We already put our cutter on the back. We're going to take this back off. And put them together. Set them aside. Then we're going to unlock the bar, twist the two knobs opposite directions, slide it back over, and lock it down. You want to do that because the next time you go to use your mat and you can't figure out why you couldn't get it under the bar, that's why. Okay, so we are done with this. I'm just going to turn it off, and I'm going to take it over to my other table so we can do the craft.